G'day, everybody. I want to talk about bully bosses, we could call it, or people that do tricks to make it look good, something like that. And here it goes. Imagine, you hear about strikes at the moment. You have a strike because you got a problem, all right? Or there's a problem going on, and your boss knows about it, and people are struggling. And so they come to the boss or to the government, if it's a strike, right, with their problem. And you either hope that you get what your problem's about and fix it, or you get pretty close to it, kind of thing. You hope, you make some sort of reasonable agreement. And if it's fair, reasonable agreement, you hope you get what you want because it's fair, if that's what you're asking for. If it's an unfair agreement, then you hope you get what I just mentioned. So I'm just fixing that to put it in a better way. And what a nasty boss does is what they do, they play this little devil game where they go, well, we'll give you a little bit and we'll make that happen and we'll just keep saying that's what you're going to get, this is what we give you. And then once we give you that, we'll say you should be happy because we gave you something. And if you have a go at us again, we'll say that you're not appreciative of what we've given you. Right? That's a bully tactic, everybody. Right? That really is. Because if you haven't, and if it's a fair thing you ask them for, and you know it's fair, and you can prove it's fair, right? And they do that to you, there's no other way to see it, right? Except bully tactic. That's how I see it. Okay, everybody. If you see the same, you see the same. If you don't, let me know in comments. And so what happens is you either take it because they said be happy, and then they try to make you look bad because they all start saying, look, they don't even appreciate what we gave them. A tactic, right? And so they win, right? Because if you be nice and fall for that tactic, you go, okay, I understand that point, and so I better not. But there's lots of points, right? And what I'm saying is that when it comes to people that really need it, like say it's now I've changed the point to a welfare system where they're failing and people saying they can't live at all on something and getting behind on bills and stuff like that. Um, you'll also get another government instead of fixing the problem totally, which they might some places do their best, but a lot of places don't. They do what they call a Medicare net, where it sort of like patches up the problem. Where if the government has a problem, we'll give a little bit, and then we'll say we'll offer other benefits, but then usually they don't work out. And if they don't work out, we'll say we don't know why, and all this kind of stuff. They got to make sure when they helping the people when it comes to benefits that the benefits work out and make sense. So if you don't pay them so much, it's because they get food vouchers, stuff like that. That's what American people do, right? So if you give them, and if you wanted to fix a problem, say people are struggling, you can give them a little pay rise and then offer them food vouchers or white good vouchers, stuff like that, that can help them out if you're worried about giving them too much money where you think they might just waste it, because some people out there, in fact it could be most people that I see and not getting really wise with money, will waste their money and won't fix the problem in what the government's trying to set to them. So that's why Americans have give them money and also give them rent vouchers and food vouchers to help their people spend their money wisely on certain things, to make sure they're doing it on some certain things, and the extra money they get to help out all the little bits that they need. But they make sure they give them food vouchers to help them. But you can't force anyone to do anything, because you know what they do with these food vouchers? The people that you can't help, because it's up to them to help themselves. But the government can only say they got this offer, is that you can't help them taking those food vouchers and reselling them. They sell them cheaper, or they give them to their drug dealers that can take them in for drugs, stuff like that. But anyway, I was just wanted to have a quick chat about how people like to patch things And really, patching doesn't work. It really doesn't in my case. But I see it, it's a big trick that goes around, and people like to just patch things and give a little and then say, so aren't you appreciated enough? Let me know in comments if you've seen the similar thing a lot. Not saying everyone does it. Just let me know if you see that thing happening a lot around. Have a good one, people. See ya.